Hey guys, this is Binary Guy, and I just wanted to give you a quick overview of how I went about building this cookie farm that we built on Geekgurl's Gadgets, episode 2. Alright, so just to give you a quick recap, there's cocoa beans across the walls, wheat on the floor, press the button, and it all harvests. Just instantly, you run around, pick it up, and replant it. Now it's perfectly fine for it not to bring it to one collection point because you have to walk around the room to replant anyway. So you may as well just be picking up your stuff as you go. And it's a quick replant. So let's go outside and take a look at the redstone behind this. Alright, so this is the outside. Let me quickly just run through the different steps. So this block right here is what the button is attached to. So the button powers on the redstone here, which turns off this torch, turns off all the lights on the inside. If there's no light, the wheat can't grow. It also sends a pulse over here to this monostable circuit, which sends a quick one-tick pulse down to this piston and this piston. And what that does is pushes the row of jungle wood down. And what that does is triggers this smart piston. So as soon as this block is pushed down to here, it gets powered. This redstone powers here, pushes it right back. And that's what knocks off the cocoa beans. And the exact same setup on the other side. So you have the torch, pushes the jungle wood right back. Alright, and the only other thing that you would need to do is to have a piston door right here. So you can see this, it's a piston door. And this is probably my favorite part of the farm as to how it worked out. Because the top piston is activated when you press the button, because the button is attached to this block. So this block is powered, turns this piston on. This bottom part of the piston door is powered by this smart piston circuit. So when you press the button, it hits the monostable circuit, one tick pulse, pushes all this wood this direction, and that sends a pulse which powers this block right here, which powers the bottom piston. So if you put all this and wire it up correctly, then you don't have to wire the piston door at all. All the power is already there. Okay, let's do a quick tutorial. So this is just a basic layout. It's a 9x9 farm with one block of water in the middle, and you can put a lily pad on top of that so you don't fall in. Alright, so the next step is to put the jungle wood across the walls there. Okay, so here's the jungle wood along the edges, and you can see the piston on the back placement is right here, and this is the one that's going to push the wood this way. And on this end of the wall, you see we actually extend the jungle wood one past the inside of the farm. So there's actually 10 jungle wood along this row. So when this jungle wood gets pushed, smart piston activates. Both of these repeaters are set to just one tick pulses. So this will take the power out of the block and run it right back into the piston. So this would be a 1 or a 2 tick circuit right here that pushes right back. And the exact same thing on this side. So this is perfectly symmetrical at this point. Alright, let's go ahead and wire up the door. So we can't put it right here, but we can set it right here, which is exactly what we want to do. So we'll put 2 sticky pistons, and we'll just put this to kind of even it out. Okay, at this point we're going to go ahead and build the roof for it, and we'll set up the lighting. I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Alright, so here's the pattern for the ceiling. You can see this is where the door is. So we'll cover this up, and so this is a 9x9 ceiling set directly above the floor inside. So I just went in 1, 2, 3 spaces diagonal on each side. Now you can leave them all flat, or you can raise it up. On that side I raised it up to give it a little more roomy, make it a little more roomy inside. This still works, it's just kind of a lower ceiling, but you can put that together on your own. Okay, so in order to make the lighting work right, what we need is a torch here. And we're going to have redstone coming out of both sides of that torch to power these lights. So one this way, and one this way. Alright, and to make it turn off, this is where we just take the redstone and run it directly into that block. And this is going to be the block that the button is on. Let's go ahead and place that. It's going to be right there. Now the button placement is important if you want to also work the piston door. Okay, so now if we push the button, the lights will go off. Let me give a quick demonstration of that. Push the button, lights off. You'll also notice that the top piston is going to close, which is good. The bottom one will be the next thing that happens. Alright, so now we need to build the 1 pulse generator. Okay, so this is the setup for the blocks. We have 3 blocks in a row, and then we have enough room for a small redstone circuit to go around it. So we're going to take this, run it into here. This is the input. We're going to set down a 1-tick repeater and a 3-tick repeater. And the output is a torch. Now, to make this a 1-tick, we need to put a redstone torch on the side of this block and run it around. And that'll turn off this torch for now. And the last thing that we need to do is wire up the pistons on the end. So we're going to run redstone wire right along this back wall. And that's all there is to it. Let's run inside, give that a quick test. So if you press the button, you'll notice the lights go out and the door closes. Alright, we'll do a quick harvest just to show it still works. Okay, so here's a full harvest, and push the button. Ta-da! And we have enough wheat and cocoa for several stacks of cookies. Alright, well, that's it for the tutorial. Again, this is Binary Guy 10. If you liked it, let me know. I appreciate that. Have a good one and happy Minecrafting.